Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet.
Welcome everybody to CorbinCenter. Back here at Higher Ground is also back at St. Paul Park for Heritage Days. This is familiar area for Higher Ground because also we've done shows at Broadway where Ray's Shane Black's dad. But this one interesting. You're going against None More Violent. But it sounds like this time they kind of took your advice. Do you care to elaborate on the match itself?
Might seem a little funny because I know that I said some stuff about like wrestling the same guys, but I've actually really liked this like kind of interaction with Cho and Jin, None More Violent, because it actually has built differently all the way through. Because we wrestled them at Higher Ground the week prior, and then we have this match at St. Paul Park Heritage Days, and I was kind of curious how it goes because. But they did take our advice. Remember, we did that promo, so like this one was kind of different. So I was kind of expecting them with the win, but the fact that they kept on the attack and the violence, and they did that, and the ref had to throw it out, and then they bring a chair and they hit us. That's great. None More Violent. They're going to bring in they're going to snap a little bit. So I thought that this worked out. Plus the other thing too, it was so hot that fans were away, they were in the shade, so that no one was really close, or no one really knew, I think, that they could get close. The ring was in a different spot than last year. So with that said, everyone was kind of like off and away, and then they slowly started coming in, and of course there's always annoying kids. Always going to be annoying kids, so there's always that. And there was a cute moment where this kid reached out, and then Cho grabbed his hand, and then every time he did that, I just kept stomping Cho. Like every time he grabbed his hand, I just kept stomping Cho. So it's good to see that they bring in the emotions there. But we picked up a DQ victory, but you also saw a meaner side of None More Violence. So I mean maybe that's a sign of things to come. You're getting more and more familiar with them on a lot of the shows, and I really think that they'll be a staple with us. So I'm excited for it. But yeah, who knows what's coming up with us for Higher Ground.
Now, going into this match, like I said, you've wrestled in St. Paul Park. There's been some interesting things that have happened that have transpired in the past. So I would like to know, were you looking forward to this because of some of the fans? We've talked about fans in the Q&A. We've talked about this. What was your anticipation of this match?
Remember that question about fans? Yeah, okay. Anyway, this is one of those deals, like, we've done shows at Broadway Rays where Cannon has put some people in their place. John Madden willingly told somebody he should drive home drunk because he wanted him to basically get in a crash. We've had people at Heritage Days say like homophobic things, which I'm always a little skeptical when we got Devon on the show because I'm waiting for comments, but always it seems like they really, really like Devon. But I mean, he's charismatic. That's how that goes. And then last year, I mean, on top of the homophobic things that have been said, dude threw a whole drink on Jordan. So, so with that, I never know what to expect. And sometimes I'm always kind of like, oh boy, is this going to be one of those 1 foot out of the cave type shows that we do? And I was hoping that it wouldn't be that. But this year, I didn't hear anything, which was good. I mean, maybe there was, but I didn't hear anything, so I thought it was fine. But I don't know what it is about St. Paul Park area. The fans that come out for wrestling seem very much like the fans that I would have ran into 20 years ago when I started wrestling in small towns. Maybe that is still the appeal. Maybe wrestling's still the appeal. Maybe it hasn't really been advertised. But like at a place like Heritage Days, I guess the heritage is keeping some of that old mindset alive. But I did not see it today, so maybe we have hope for the future. So that is good. And the kids were fun. The kids had a good time.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have to deal with any of that. But, like when it comes to fans, you know how to get people riled up. You don't apologize for anything. And I've never seen somebody who gets so much happiness out of pissing people off. But that's you. And we have more CorbinCenters to talk about where you would absolutely love to piss people off. So stay tuned for more CorbinCenter.